Today, we honor relentless Rohan, his service, his sacrifice. More than a protector of Neomuna, he was a true Cloud Strider. He cut his years short so that the whole of humanity may thrive far into the future.
Today we suffer, so tomorrow can live on.
I've been watching you. Not like in a creepy way. I've been tracking the war on city sensors. You seem terrifyingly competent. Anyway, this is where I'd usually show you around, maybe buy you a drink, but I got an eensy-weensy crisis. Let me just... What? No! Do not core dump! Dumb machine! Okay. Why don't you take a look around while I get to a good stopping point?
Okay, so, remember when you stopped Callus, saved the city, and looked good doing it? When the Witness made that connection after, it rebooted all our Cloud Arc security. Guess the Vex noticed because they busted in here and blew up 5 of my Memorial servers. The audacity, right? Each server is nano-constructed from a Cloud Strider's core drive and filled with all their logs and records. They're irreplaceable. It's not like the Vex are destroyed so randomly. There's gotta be a connection, probably on those wrecked servers. But any data connecting these 5 Striders was in the servers they blew up. Long story short, your buddy Ghost has some sensors I've never seen before. So I thought maybe he could help me scrape the data. Just go take a look at those damaged memorials, see if you can pick up anything.
Welcome, Neomuna, to the Hall of Heroes, where history lives on in you. The Earth author Peter S. Beagle once wrote, "There is no immortality but a tree's love. No one dies so long as they are remembered." So join me, City Archivist Quinn Legari, as we learn about the great heroes who have made our impossible city a reality. Hi, I'm Quinn Legari, City Archivist. It's my job to keep the past alive and help shape the future. With so much history lost to the first collapse, preserving humanity's knowledge is one of Neomuna's highest priorities. If we do not know who we have been, can we truly decide who we shall become? I hate those things. They made me re-record all my originals. Apparently, my take on history can be too sarcastic. Altruism, affinity, awareness. These aren't just the Cloud Strider ideals. They are the soul of Neomuna. Each of the memorials filling this room is a server dedicated to the life of a fallen hero, made from their own augmented systems. Every communication and journal detailing their noble sacrifice is available not only for future Cloudstriders to study, but you as well. The truest way to honor our city's champions is by using their experience to improve ourselves. Here in the foyer of arrivals rests noble Rohan. This sacred space honors both the beauty and the grief in a hero's passing. Since lockdown, so much of our city lived vicariously through our champion, and so we feel his loss more keenly. Every Cloudstrider embraces mortality, but in the lives they save and timeless.
This is Jisoo Calorando coming to you once again with a special continuing war coverage. The Cabal Empress Kylie. Your Majesty, thank you for joining us today.
We thank you, Mr. Calorando.
Most of our listeners know little of your people's history beyond your colonization efforts on Mars and the recent Red War with Earth. Tell me, what is your goal here in the Sol system?
We came to your system as conquerors, Mr. Calorando. While that was not under my rule, it is a banner I would have gladly waved.
And yet you extended the offer of a truce with Earth.
The Cabal say there is no road through war. Your direction must change with circumstance.
Ah, you're referring to the recent destruction of your homeworld.
Torabottle was consumed by the Hive and the Witness. And so now my people fight for survival in addition to glory.
My sympathies. All of Neomuna knows what it is to lose a homeworld.
I do not place much value in your sympathies, Mr. Calorando. They were of little value to Earth.
With Neomuna Civil News, this is Jisoo Calorando coming to you today with Cloudstrider Nimbus for updates on the recent conflict. Nimbus, thank you for joining us in light of the heavy burden that has recently fallen on your shoulders.
I mean, whole city's hurting right now, Jisoo. Rohan was my hero, same as everyone else. But the best thing we can all do is make sure his sacrifice means something. Keep this city safe.
And what of the Guardians? Have they helped maintain our peace and safety, or are they adding new complications?
We all knew the return of the Pyramid Fleet was going to be complicated, and I'm glad we had the Guardians here every step of the way. There's one thing Rohan taught me, it's that no one survives alone. We need each other.
Impassioned words from one of our city's great champions. Let us hope time proves them wise as well. This is Jisoo Calorando, signing off.
The seed of each plant thrives in soil enriched by fallen leaves. All they are, from inception to fruit, is an echo of who came before. The plants grown here in the Hall of Heroes are all reclaimed species, extinct on Earth and restored on Neomuna. They are memories of a lost homeworld, returned to life thanks to the safety and prosperity our champions provide. Every drop that falls eventually reaches its end. And the river continues on. That lone drop is simply a shape the river takes for a time. The water within rejoins the flow and continues on. Those loved ones who pass remain a part of us, forever shaping who we are and who we become. The Pukas you see throughout the Hall of Heroes are attracted to the powerful emotions of visitors just like you. Over generations, they have acclimated to their human neighbors. Cloudstriders routinely use emotional support Pukas in training and therapy. They often select the friendliest chicks from those hatched right here, among their fallen predecessors. The founders came to Neptune in fear, desperate to survive the collapse. The Traveler had left gardens on many planets and moons, but on Neptune, they found a harsh frontier of floating continents and dangerous storms. Compassion, cooperation, and innovation allowed them to survive, just as they now allow us all to flourish.
Oh, hey. Maelstrom. She was one of the city's greatest military leaders. Ended the Cobalt occupation before she even became a Cloud Strider. Everybody loves him now, but back when Blue Jay was just Conrad Jane, the whole city hated his guts. Did all kinds of illegal sim research. The Strider. She was the very first official Cloud Strider. Losing her records hurts the most. Stargazer. You probably wouldn't expect a mathematician to be a great Cloud Strider, but I hear your Ikora Ray is kind of a nerd too. Siegebreaker. Telluride Magsy. He converted in the middle of the 20-year siege, and he ended it. But Vex captured his mentor, Puck. Magsy rescued Puck, but by then, the bots had stripped secrets from his brain. Old man couldn't handle the guilt. Took risks. Got hurt.
That's awful. And eerily similar to what Osiris went through. I wonder if Rohan learned how to counsel Osiris from...
Welcome back. What'd you bring me?
Guardian, your strand, what's happening?
You recreated the memorial. Nimbus said your strand power could make things, but I didn't think they meant like this.
Neither did we. I guess Neomuna's emotional connection to their heroes is strong enough to anchor this strand creation permanently.
I've read some academic studies on veil transcription of the collective unconscious. I bet if I put you in cryo, I could...
Quinn, maybe we should focus on the Vex for now. Why they attacked and if they're coming back.
Yeah, I guess you're probably more useful not frozen. Right now. Let's see if we can figure out why the Vex broke in. If it ain't my fellow Vex savior. I never thought I'd say that. Built a data crawler app to scour Siegebreaker's database for mentions of the other 4 Cloud Striders targeted in that Vex attack. He references Stargazer and some kind of secret number crunching algorithm. No context. So I need you to restore Stargazer's records. All you need to do is sort of vibe with Stargazer, the city's most famous explorer.